Bonjour YouTube, in today's video I'm going to talk to you about the Gene tech in Stygian Onslaught. There's only a few days left for the Stygian, and in my previous video of the Gene tech I was saying like, oh, it's really hard this time around, it's not really feasible for most people. I still think this, but I think I found like I put the link of this video that I found a while ago in one of my tips video. And I try to use that more often in my viewer clears that I've been doing on stream. Like I'm almost at like 200 clears already this time. And there's a few more left. And yeah, I've been pretty consistent. Pretty consistent is a big word, but I've done it like 10-15 times already on viewers' account. And been able to like, yeah, clear a decent amount of accounts with this tech. Even if you fail the first try, you can still recover and stuff like that. So in today's video, I'm going to give you my tips about this tech because depending if you're using Lumine or Aether, it is a bit harder. If you're using Ororon instead of Tighnari, it is also a bit harder, I would say. So I will go over this, and hopefully you will be able to use that tech in the like the last days of the Stygian. I'm not guaranteeing you will be able to get it, especially if you have high ping. I've been able to do it on Asia server with 260 ping as well, but it's still a little bit hard. And if you're on controller, if you're on mobile, it might be cooked. Now for this setup, you will need as much energy as possible on Zhongli, so preferably closer to 300. Use the catch, use as much energy substat as you can, 2 emblem, 2 SMS or whatever, your highest ER substat artifacts. Go Favonius on Traveler, go Favonius on Big T, and try to get as much curate as possible on Big T and Traveler so you can proc the Favonius consistently and get as much energy as possible for Zhongli. Gene has to be minimum level 50 for this strategy. I tried with level 40 and below and it was not working. Some people said they managed to do it with 40, but I didn't manage to get it. And yeah, try to get at least level 50 on Gene. The talents don't matter, the levels don't, the rest doesn't matter. The weapon doesn't matter, but if you can get Favonius or Sacrificial, it can help a little bit. So first, the strategy that I found was from that Reddit post, so I will show it on screen and I'll put the link in the description. Basically, you don't have to move your characters at all with like the directional controls. You just do this series of input, and then you basically should get the clear if you have Aether and Tighnari. So you start the fight by doing 2 dashes with Gene. Technically, those 2 dashes don't matter. You can be in any position in front of the boss. The distance doesn't matter at the start. You just need to make sure that you use your Gene skill when the boss stops talking. So when he says use of horse authorized, just wait for the end of the sentence and then you can skill to bonk the boss. So you use your skill with Gene and then you will be doing a charge attack. And then you will swap to Aether. You can do the jump cancel. Honestly, it's probably the best way. It's the most consistent way. But even if you don't jump cancel, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So you use your skill with Aether to put the ball behind the boss. Jump cancel if you can. And then swap back to Gene. Do another charge attack. Now, in this moment, Gene can do a few different things that might fuck up the tech. She might slide to the left or to the right. Sometimes just slightly, so it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes she will slide a lot and it's unfortunately just RNG, so you might have to retry in this situation if she slides too much, especially to the right. And then after you do your Gene charge attack a second time, you will swap to Tighnari to create distance with the boss through his skill. So you will use your Tighnari skill to create distance. Switch to Zhongli to put your pillar. I would recommend waiting a slight second after Big T skill to let him like move forward slightly. Don't swap too fast, just like really slightly half a second. But you can swap, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But if you can just wait, that's been the most successful runs for me. Swap to Zhongli, put your pillar, swap back to Gene, and then now you charge your skill with Gene and aim for the head of the boss to bonk him in the pillar and the ball from the Traveler. Now, when that happens, hopefully it worked. If you see that the boss takes full damage, you can use Zhongli Burst as soon as you can to stun the boss during that full damage, collision damage animation. And then swap back to Gene, and as soon as he's freed from the petrification, you use your skill again in his face to bonk him once again between the pillar and the ball. And it should be a clear run with this. Now, if you are using Lumine instead of Aether, it's going to be a bit trickier. So you start the rotation the exact same way. Except when you swap to Lumine to use her skill, you will have to wait the whole animation. So you see when Lumine uses her skill, she will move forward and then move backwards. So you want to wait for her to move backwards completely before you swap back to Jean and you do the next charge attack. So this is really important because otherwise the distance is going to be completely messed up. And yeah, if you chose Lumine from the start of the game, you're cooked. I'm cooked on my main account, so it's much harder. But I managed to do it a few times with Lumine, so it is still doable, but it is a bit harder. You have to be a bit more patient. And if you have high ping with Lumine, it's almost impossible. So wait for the step back from Lumine, swap back to Jean, do your charge attack once again the same way. And then when you go on Tighnari, same thing, use your skill, wait a little bit, like half a second for him to start moving backwards after his skill, and then swap to Zhongli, pillar, Jean, swap to Jean, skill in the face, and hopefully it works. And then you just do the second skill as well once it's not petrified anymore. That's the best way that I found with Lumine. And if you're using Ororon, honestly, it's basically the same thing for both. I think Ororon's distance is a little bit shorter from his skill compared to Big T. So sometimes you might want to switch to walk, like walk mode for your character. So you do a small step forward with Zhongli before you use your pillar, because you might be too far otherwise with Ororon. I'm not sure. I haven't used Ororon too much, and I don't really like using him for this tech. So, but from what I've seen, like you kind of need to move forward a little bit after his skill. So you want to do like a walk, a slide walk, small step with Zhongli or Ororon or whatever. Just move forward slightly, and hopefully it should work. But the best is with Big T for sure. Now, if you got unlucky and you just got one full damage or no full damage, you don't necessarily need to restart directly the run. You can start doing the same thing again, basically. So what you want to do is get rid of the constructs that you already have on the ground that will mess up with the next rotation. So use your Zhongli pillar, use your Traveler Bull on the side while you bonk the boss with Jean. So usually you will do a charge attack with Jean, swap to Zhongli or Traveler, use your Bull or your pillar somewhere else to get rid of the ones that are in front of you. And then you will go back to Jean, and then you will repeat that rotation that I just mentioned. And hopefully it works, and you can do that multiple times. If you only get one full damage per rotation, it can still be enough to clear the boss. So, or if you just get one or two and then it glitches out of the tech, then you can still get a few more bonks with a few rotations, and then it can be enough. Sometimes I did it in 100 seconds because I didn't manage to get it in one rotation. So you can still recover from this. But if you're struggling, just restart from the start, like just do a normal restart and just do the tech again. It's fine as well. And yeah, honestly, those have been the most consistent strategies that I've been using for this tech. Hopefully it helps you on mobile or controller. I do not know. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. I think on mobile it's doable. The link from the Reddit post that I will put in description is from is been on mobile, so it should be doable. But once again, like I'm not really a mobile or controller gamer, so I have no idea how it's gonna feel. And hopefully it helps you before the end of the rotation. If you have high ping, it's gonna be difficult, but I've been able to do it on 260 ping, so it's doable, but it's hard. And if you're on low ping, it's gonna be much easier. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any more questions. I do not think I will be able to take more requests from Stygian, but I will be doing Stygian help every day still until the end of the rotation. So if you need help, maybe I'll be able to help you. Feel free to stop by the streams or join the Discord. And I will see you on the next video. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.